Hi, this is Jamie with Useful Knowledge. It's Saturday morning and we're going to make homemade Southern biscuits. We're going to take you through our ingredients list and then we're going to show you exactly how to do it. All Southern biscuits are made out of is flour, milk, salt, and baking powder and butter. In our case, we make our own homemade baking powder. It's just two ingredients. It's cream of tartar and baking soda, and we'll show you how to do that. And then you'll need a cast iron skillet. You'll need a bowl for mixing and a pastry knife or a fork for mixing in the butter. Okay, hope you enjoy our video. Okay, we have our ingredients ready to go. First thing you want to do is go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees, and you want to grease your cast iron. Now, we make lard here at home, but you can use any type of grease. I've used corn oil, I've used peanut oil, anything like that. You just want to get a good base of grease on your cast iron so that your biscuits won't stick. We're just going to push this lard around, make sure our biscuits don't stick. And that's ready. Okay, next you want to mix your dry ingredients. We've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We've got a teaspoon of salt, and we've got a tablespoon of baking powder. Now this is homemade baking powder. It's cream of tartar and baking soda. It's 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and so what that does, it makes effectively a tablespoon. So you want to put that in there. So you're going to mix all this up. Make sure you get it really good and mixed up. Next, you want to put your butter. This is melted butter. Now, I've made lard biscuits. You can put the same amount of lard. This is 6 tablespoons. You want to get that butter mixed in really good where the little nodules are tiny. So if you didn't have butter and you were using corn oil, or you were using lard or peanut oil, you would just mix it in the same way. So if you don't have one of these, just use a fork. I've used a fork. In many cases, if I was somewhere and I didn't have a pastry knife, I'd use a fork. Just want to get those little butter nodules or grease nodules, whatever you're using, to be really tiny. Okay, it's ready to go. Okay, next we've got a cup of milk. So you want to add your milk, and what I do is don't add it all. Hold a little bit back. That's about where we want it. Looks like a really thick pancake batter. Sometimes you have to add a little bit more milk, sometimes not. It just depends. I sometimes wonder if it just depends on which flour you're using. So that's where we want it, right there. It's kind of a thick, pasty-like substance. So now you're ready to make them. Now, I will not roll out biscuits all over my countertop. It makes a complete mess. So, when I was growing up, my grandmother taught me how to just roll them straight out of this bowl. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So what you want to do is you want to get a little flour and you want to get it all over your hands. Just like that. And you want to get about that much biscuit dough. About that much right there. You want to roll that out in your hands to make a ball. And then you want to set it over here. And then you just keep doing that this whole process. You're not making a mess, and your biscuits are going to taste great. So when you're putting them on your skillet, for right now, because we're going to press these down, you want to give them some space. You're going to end up with around 9 to 10 biscuits. And it's going to depend on how you roll them out in your hand. Okay, I zoomed in here on these biscuits because I'm going to show you what to do next. This is important. This makes the biscuits to me. You want to mash these down. Basically, you press them down to probably about a ½ an inch. And these things will rise up from that. We're going to cook these for about 10 to 15 minutes. You need to keep an eye on them. All ovens are different. We're going to cook these at 425 degrees. Okay, you want to cook these for about 10 to 15 minutes on 425. So it's been about 3 or 4 minutes in the oven, and you can see that the biscuits are rising up really nicely the way they should. Okay, these have been in the oven for 10 minutes. They are starting to brown up. Okay, so our biscuits are ready. I'll zoom in. They're perfectly brown. We're going to take them out of the oven. And then comes the best part. Okay, our biscuits are ready. And what we do is, and there they are. Ready to eat.